Hi, welcome back to the ASR Results Generator Introductory Series. This is the third flash video in the series, Saving and Printing. My name is Corey Ivany. Let's get started. In the previous videos, we inserted student information. We assessed a student piece of writing based on the analytical scoring rubric. We made some comments for the content area, saw how to do so in the other areas, and made an overall comment for the project itself. In this video, we're going to learn how to save and print, start a new student, open a previously saved document. If I click Save and Print, a dialog box is emerging on the screen here. It indicates that the student's name at the top, narrative essay, and gives the report from each of the content, organization, sentence fluency, voice, word choice, and conventions categories. If I scroll down the window here, you'll see that my additional comments come up. You'll notice that I do have an additional comment for content, and I haven't made any for the other categories. My final comments appear at the bottom, and I'm ready to save and print. Now, just in case I want to make any changes to this, I've spotted a spelling error in my work down here, or if I wanted to make an additional comment here, I can actually edit this by clicking anywhere in the form. For example, for voice, well done, John. And that will appear in my final assessment, and I can go ahead and save that. So even after I've used the ASR Generator, I can still make adjustments to my report. I don't need to title the report. Once I print this directly from this dialog box, right here in this space, analytical scoring rubric results will appear in bold, and it'll be a nice header for the student report. This is basically what you will give to the students who should and probably will be familiar with the analytical scoring rubric by the time you give them this assessment. So, in order to save a document, saving is a little different in this program than most other Windows applications. Once a project is assessed, it should never have to be reassessed because the ASR Generator ensures that it's valid and reliable. So there's no need to reopen the assessment in the program itself. So it basically just saves a text file and is bound to the path program files /ASR. And what that does for us, if I click Save, you'll see the dialog box comes up and reports to me that I'm about to save this report as C program files ASR. And the way this works, and this is why these two bits of information right here are important, they appear here, and they also form the basis of the saving procedures. So this is entitled by first indicating the project title and the student name. So if you're assessing regularly, you generally would give a narrative essay assignment to all students. Narrative essay, because of the auto alphabetizing features of Windows, would all appear together with the letter N in front, and each student name would be related to the narrative essay so that you can find all students who have completed the assignment based on the narrative essay and then their names in the text files under program files in the ASR folder. If I click Yes, John Doe's results have been saved. Use Notepad to view. And again, I can use Notepad up here. We'll preview that in a second. I'm going to say OK. You notice that the save function is now gone. I can tell just by glancing that I've already saved it, just in case I'm doing a lot of these and I can't remember if I did or not. I can now go back to the ASR, or I can print it right now. Let's say I want to print. I can go ahead and print, and this brings up a general dialog box. I'm not going to bother to print it here because you can't see it on the video. I can select from the printers. I can print to a file if I want to save it in a more editable format later. I can change the number of pages. I can print the entire page or just print part of the page. Not sure why you do that, but you can. And I can print more than one copy, so the student can have one and I can have one. I'm going to cancel that print. If I click back to ASR, you'll notice that while the print menu disappears, all the information for John Doe remains. That allows me to make sure that I've got everything done, and I can go back and say, whoops, I didn't do that properly. I can go and resave, reprint, and so on. Starting a new student informs me that I'm about to assess a new student, I'm about to end John Doe's assessment, all unsaved information will be lost, and am I finished assessing John Doe's work? If I say no, this will disappear and nothing will change. If I say yes, the basic program goes back to its startup routine, and I can go ahead and begin again. Now let's say I want to see John Doe's report, or I want to reprint. I can use Notepad to open that. Notepad opens. Let me shrink this a little bit for you. Here we go. If I go to File, Open, I just browse to my computer, the C drive, Program Files, and I find the ASR folder, and here we go. You'll see a bunch of test files that I've done, alphabetized by Windows. Narrative essay John Doe. Click there and we have John Doe narrative essay, and the entire thing is ready for us to print. One minor glitch with the system at present will be solved in future versions. This is 1.2. Is that the title is no longer here. So if I want to put that in, ASR results, or I can title that anything I would like, and I can save it if I wish. And now when I open it again, of course, those save changes will be there. And that's pretty much it for the Analytical Scoring Rubric Results Generator. My name is Corey Obney. I hope this has been a helpful series. If you have any questions, of course, you can always contact the forum or the author himself, and of course the embedded ASR help website. So long for now.